In this video, we're going to review something y'all probably learned about in 8th grade, order of operations. Not something that comes into play in everyday life, but it's going to be important in this class because we're going to do a lot of calculations. Applying order of operations correctly can mean the difference between getting the right answer and not. So there's the order, PEMDAS. Working left to right, the first thing we do is deal with what's inside the parentheses. Next, handle any exponents, then multiply or divide, and finally add or subtract. It's a hierarchy. Parentheses are the highest order operation. You always do what's inside the parens first. We're going to look at 3 examples of solving some equations to illustrate how order of operations is applied. The first step is to isolate the variable of interest. If you're solving for x, that means get x on one side of the equal sign and everything else on the other side. Simplify in every way you can, and finally, if x has a coefficient, divide through by that number so you have your answer. Let's look at our first example. It's a pretty easy one. First thing we need to do is deal with what's inside the parens. So that's going to give us 3 plus 2 times 3. Next, we're going to multiply. 3 plus 6, and finally add, and there's our answer, 9. Now that was a pretty easy one. Let's look at one that's a little bit more involved. Y is equal to x times 1 plus r, quantity raised to the n power. In this case, we're given y, x, and n. We're solving for r. The first thing we want to do is substitute what we've got. So we're going to have 4.84 is equal to 4 times 1 plus r squared. Clearly, we can't deal with what's inside the parens because that's where r is. Same reason we can't deal with the exponent. What we can do is divide both sides by 4. Gets rid of that and gives us 1.21 is equal to 1 plus r squared. Take the square root of both sides and we get 1.10 is equal to 1 plus r. r is equal to 0.10. Not too bad. Let's try our third one. In this case, our variable of interest, x, is in the numerator, and it involves an exponent. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply both sides by 3. That's going to get rid of the fraction on the left and leave us with 12 plus x squared is equal to 21. Subtract 12 from both sides, and we get x squared is equal to 9. Take square root of both sides. X is equal to 3. I hope this video has helped you recall order of operations. I want to emphasize how important it is to work things in that order when you're working a problem, either manually or in Excel. If you're in doubt, put in parens to force the order, since parens always come first.